All right, we're going to start in Sukhasana. Have a seat, cross the legs at the shins. Feel free to sit on a block or a pillow or a blanket if that's helpful. Bring your hands to your thighs. Just give your thighs a gentle rub. Encourage the inner knees to widen. Maybe roll those shoulders back a couple times. And then stack shoulders over hips to find more length through the spine. Get a little heavier in the pelvis, a little taller through the top of the head. Soften the face and close the eyes. Take a moment here to land. Land in this version of yourself that you are right here, right now. Feeling any sensations in your body. Noticing any thoughts in the mind. Soften your ears to the sounds around you. You might notice the feel of the air as it passes over exposed parts of your skin. And then draw your awareness to your breath. Observing your inhales as they enter in through the nose, down the throat, into the lungs. And follow your exhales as they leave. Big full breaths in. And full breaths out. Keep your awareness on your breath. And as you do, just soften your attention. Can you inspire adventure in your practice today? What is adventure? A definition I found was a bold, often risky undertaking involving excitement, uncertainty, or exploration, especially one that involves new experiences or challenges. To me, that evokes what we encounter every time we practice yoga. Our practice is an adventure in exploring our emotions, our bodies, our thoughts. We play with new poses, we fall, we get back up. We open to our inner wisdom. We're intentional and interested in our breath. We might learn how to linger in discomfort, explore our edge, see how it feels to lead with strength, and also how it feels to lean into surrender. We step into a safe space where courage, trust, curiosity, and play are encouraged. And like any great adventure, we strive to be present and mindful, knowing that the journey is where the juice is. The destination is the hanging fruit, enticing us to take the first steps and also re-inspiring us when we get distracted. Let your mat be your map today. Move through an adventure of presence and playfulness, and know that a treasure awaits you in Shavasana. But know that that destination would not be so sweet without the journey that comes before it. Bow your forehead to your heart. Allow your eyes to open, lift your chin. Interlace your fingers, stretch your arms overhead. On the way up there, move around. Take whatever feels good here. Find a little more space in the side waist between the ribs. A little more space in the waist of the neck. And eventually land with a heavy pelvis. Get longer through the torso. Stretch the arms to the ceiling. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. 5 breaths. Inhale, root down through the pelvis. Exhale, stretch longer through the arms. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Keep the arms engaged, shoulders soft. Inhale. Exhale, 4. One more breath in. And on an exhale, let the arms release. We'll move into an easy twist to the right. Bring your left hand to your right leg, right fingers behind you. Turn your gaze to look over that right shoulder. As you breathe in, get taller through your spine. As you exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Can you keep that left hip drawing back? Pelvis is square. Take one more breath in. Twist deeper as you exhale. Keep your torso in the twist. Just turn your head to look over the left shoulder. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Good. Gently release through center. And we'll take a twist to the left. Right hand finds left leg, left fingers behind you. Work your gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, rotate. Inhale. Exhale, 2. On this side, can you draw that right hip back a little? Keep the pelvis square. Take one more breath in. Full breath out. Keep your torso in the twist. Just turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Come back through center. And any way you'd like, make your way to all fours. You can roll over the shins. You can swing the legs around. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. Knees underneath the hips. Tuck and spread the toes. A few rounds of cow and cat. Inhale, cow. Sit bones lift. Belly drops. Heart and gaze lift. Exhale, cat. Tuck the tail. Pull the belly in. Push the floor away with the hands and dome the upper back to the ceiling. Again, inhale, roll through the spine. Cow. Exhale, tuck the tail. Tuck the chin. Round. And then close your eyes. Move through these shapes on your own. Follow your breath. And start your adventure now. Explore. If there are any other movements that are calling you, follow that call. There's no right or wrong. It doesn't have to look any type of way. Just continue to breathe and move. We're here for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Find a neutral spine. Walk those hands a little bit further out in front of you, making our cows and cats a little bit bigger. Inhale, think modified up dog. Hips lower, heart and gaze lift. And on an exhale, roll yourself towards or maybe into child's pose. Tuck the chin, inhale, roll forward into that long cow or maybe modified up dog. Exhale, roll yourself back, maybe tap the hips to the heels. And then close those eyes again. Follow your breath. A few more rounds at your own pace. Again, if there's anything else that feels good, add it on. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your time. The next time you're in that modified up dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And then keep exploring. Add whatever movement you need in this down dog to create a little space. Check in with your body, see what's going on today. As you inhale, rise to the toes. Exhale, pivot your heels to the right and drop them down. Push into the hands, keep the hips lifted high. Inhale into your left ribs, your left side body. Stay for the exhale. Inhale back through center, rise to toes. Exhale, pivot your heels to the left and drop them down. Push into the hands. Keep those hips lifted. Inhale into your right ribs, your right side body. Stay for that exhale. Inhale back through center, rise to toes. Exhale, melt your heels to the floor. Keep that energy reaching down and out through the heels. Inhale, pull forward to plank. As the heels reach back, try and lengthen the top of your head forward. Push into the hands. Think of moving the armpits away from the floor. Pull the belly in, stretch long through the backs of the knees. Stay for a breath in. As you exhale, slowly lower all the way to the floor. Untuck your toes, slide your hands off your mat and tent up onto your fingertips. So your hands are a little bit wider, elbows are pointing to the ceiling. I want you to tuck the chin, push into the fingertips. Inhale, roll through your spine, straighten your arms any amount. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. If this is too intense, you can walk your hands forward slightly. Stay for a breath in. As you exhale, lengthen to lower. Pull your belly forward. Pull your heart forward. Get longer as you land. Adding on, push into the fingers, tuck the chin. Inhale, roll through the spine. Lift up any amount. This time as you exhale, lower right shoulder to the middle of your mat. Look over that left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, lower left shoulder to the middle of your mat. Look over that right shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lengthen as you lower. Let's take that one more time. Push in the fingers, tuck the chin. Inhale, roll through the spine. Exhale, right shoulder dips, look left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, left shoulder dips, look right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lengthen to lower. Keep your hands where they are. Just bring the palms flat instead of fingertips. And then half fire hydrant or half frog that right leg out to the side. Right knee is bent 90 degrees. You're going to push into the hands again, tuck the chin. Inhale, roll through the spine. Lift the chest any amount. Imagine here you could drag your hips towards the front of your mat. Shoulders slide down the back. Take a breath in. Exhale, turn your gaze to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, turn your gaze to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, slowly lower down. Return that right leg long next to left, and we'll switch. Half fire hydrant or half frog that left leg to the left, making a 90-degree angle at that left knee. Push into the hands, tuck the chin. Inhale, roll through the spine. Straighten the arms any amount. And then again, imagine you could drag your hips forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, gaze to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, gaze to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, slowly lower down. Return that left leg long next to your right. Hands to the floor, under the shoulders, press back, child's pose. Give a nice push into the hands. Stretch long through the side waist, send the sit bones back towards the heels. If it feels good to sway a little bit side to side, you might sway through the hips, the ribs, the shoulders, the head. Take one more full breath in. And a big breath out. Downward facing dog. This time in your down dog, start to pedal the legs and then tiny little baby steps to walk to the top of your mat. Another adventure. See what's going on in the backs of the legs, the ankles, the feet, the lower back. And once you arrive at the top of your mat, open your feet hip width apart. Soften the knees, catch hold of opposite elbows. Give a generous pull to the elbows. Get longer through the sideways here. Press down into the feet, lift and spread the sit bones. Same thing here, yogi's choice. You can stay still and follow the breath, or you can follow the breath and add some movement, whatever feels right. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms. Soften your knees and slowly unroll one vertebra at a time. Once you arrive, take a couple shoulder rolls back. Step your feet together, big toes touch, hands to the heart. Soften or close your eyes. Can you come back to that intention of making your mat a map and following that adventurous trail towards Shavasana with excitement into the unknowns, perhaps the challenges. Bow your forehead to your heart. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Steeple Mudra. Interlace all but your index finger. Press into the feet. Inhale, pull yourself taller. Exhale, side bend right. Anchor through your left foot. Really press those hips left and pull that left arm longer. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, side bend left. Anchor through your right foot, send your hips to the right, and pull that right arm longer. Inhale, back through center. Squeeze your tush as a tiny softness to the knees as you start to press the hips forward. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, find a back bend. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, hands through heart center, and fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, big stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky, melt your left heel to the floor. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, draw that leg in. Gently lower your right shin to the floor. Keep your hands where they are. We're going to spin everything else to the left side of your mat. Inhale, cartwheel all the way up into gate pose. Left hand finds left leg, right arm reaches up and over. Can you press your hips forward towards the side wall in front of you? Spin your heart towards the ceiling, maybe gaze to the ceiling. 3 breaths. Inhale into that right side body. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Inhale, rise back up, arms to a T. Exhale, turn your left toes to point straight back. Slide that left foot in a little and bend your left knee deeply. Coming into a modified Parsvakonasana, left forearm to left thigh. We're going to circle that right arm down and towards the back of the room, up towards the ceiling. Open the heart, open the chest, maybe wrap that right arm behind you for a half bind. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Can you bend that left knee? Move your hips closer towards that left heel. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Open that top shoulder. One more breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, rise back up, arms to a T. Exhale, plank position facing the top of your mat. Even out through the hips and the shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up, steeple mudra. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, back through center. Squeeze the tush, lift the heart. Find that back bend. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, hands through heart center. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Melt your right heel to the floor. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Pull left thigh to chest. Tuck the chin to chest. And then gently lower left shin to the floor. Keep your hands where they are. Spin everything else to the right side of your mat. Inhale, cartwheel all the way up into gate pose. Right hand to right leg, left arm reaches up and over. You might open the heart and gaze to the ceiling. Press your hips forward towards the wall in front of you. Inhale into your left side body. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Inhale, rise back up. As you exhale, turn your right toes to point straight back. Slide that right foot in a little and bend your right knee. Right forearm to right thigh, a modified Parsvakonasana. We're circling that left arm down, back, and up. Open the chest, maybe take that left arm into a half bind. Inhale. Exhale, 1 deep bend in the right knee. Hips move towards that right heel. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Inhale, rise back up, arms to a T. Exhale, plank facing the top of your mat. Even out, square off. Take a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Find that steeple mudra. One more time, right and left. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Lift the heart, squeeze the tush. Find that back bend. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, hands through heart center and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, and then gently land that right shin to the floor. Hands stay where they are. Spin everything else to the left. Inhale, gate pose. Cartwheel the left hand to left thigh, right arm overhead. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, rise back up. As you exhale, turn those left toes to point back. Bend your left knee. Left forearm to left thigh. Big circle with that right arm down, back, and up. Maybe you work into that half bind. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, rise back up, arms to a T. Exhale, find your plank position. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up, steeple mudra, last time. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Squeeze the tush, hips forward, heart and gaze lift. Take a breath into that back bend. Exhale, hands through heart center to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Lower that left shin to the floor. Hands stay where they are. Spin everything else to the right. Inhale, cartwheel all the way into gate pose. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, rise back up. As you exhale, turn those right toes to point back. Bend that right knee. Right forearm to right thigh. Big circle. Left arm down, back, and up. Maybe that left arm finds a half bind. Stay for a breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, rise back up, arms to a T. Exhale, plank, top of mat. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and stay. Heel to your feet, hip width apart. Soften the knees as needed to catch onto your big toes in yogic toe lock. First two fingers and your thumbs wrap around your big toes and connect. On an inhale, lengthen your spine. And on an exhale, pull your fingers into your toes, fold deeply. Give your shoulders a couple rolls up your back. Maybe you shake your neck and head out. And then eventually slide the shoulders up the back away from the ears and actively reach the head to the floor. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. One more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you exhale. Release the hands. Heel toe your feet all the way to touch. Big toes come together. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Take a moment to find your seat. Soften the shoulders down the back. Pull your weight back into your heels. Scoop your tailbone forward. Lift the heart. Reach through the fingers. And then try and sink a little lower. Take a breath in. Exhale, prayer twist right. Palms press. Left arm hooks to the outside of that right leg. Press arm and leg into each other. Press top hand into bottom hand. Use all that to help you twist. Heart center closer to your thumbs. Stay low in the hips. Keep this twist. Gaze to the floor. Shift your weight to your right foot. Float your left foot towards your tush. And when you're ready, big step back with that left leg into a lunge. Make the twist the priority. If you need to lower that back knee for stability, go for it. Otherwise, lengthen that back leg. Wherever you are, rework that twist. Hands could stay at the heart. You could spread your arms wide. You could bind. You have 3 breaths to play around. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Walk your hands to the left, wide-legged straddle. Turn the toes in a little, heels out a little. Reach down for those big toes again and yogic toe lock. On an inhale, reach your heart forward. As you exhale, pull fingers into toes. Think of reaching your collarbones to the floor to keep length in the lower back instead of dropping the head. So collarbones are lengthening towards the floor. Sit bones are reaching towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. One more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you exhale. Release your hands. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Crawl around to the right, bend that right knee. Pull your belly in and up. Keep that happening. Airplane arms. Sweep your arms alongside your body, palms face down, collarbones are wide. Re-engage the belly, lift it in and up, and then we float onto that right leg. Warrior 3 with airplane arms. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Tiny bend in that bottom knee. Belly and front ribs are drawing in. Inhale. Exhale. 2. One more breath in. Stay for the breath out. Inhale, high lunge. Left toes find the floor. Arms sweep overhead. Exhale, open out. Warrior two. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back. Half bound, reverse. Wrap that left arm behind you. Bend deeper through your front knee as you reach that right arm up and back. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, modified half bound, Parsvakonasana. Push that bottom knee open, roll that top shoulder back. Maybe this is you. Maybe right hand slides inside right foot. Maybe you go for a full bind. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Lean the torso back. Roll that left shoulder open. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Press down and out through the feet. Lengthen the spine. Take 1 more breath in. And out. Inhale, reverse triangle. Release the bind. Straighten the right leg. Reach your right arm up and back. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, triangle. Keep all that length in your right side as your right hand lightly lands on your shin or a block or the floor. Open the heart. Draw the belly in. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in and out. Press into the feet. Inhale, reverse triangle. 1 more time. Reach up and back. This time, exhale, turn your right toes in. Fold over your left leg. We're going to walk our hands to the top of our mat. Low lunge, facing front. Inhale, low lunge twist, right arm to the sky. Big transition. Exhale, wild thing. Try and keep that left leg long. Bring your right toes behind your left leg. You're on the ball of that right foot. Press the hips to the sky. Reach your right arm to the wall in front of you. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just lower your tush. So you're seated facing the back of your mat. Left leg is long, right knee is bent. Bring that right elbow towards your belly button. We're going to lift back up into wild thing twice more. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the right arm to the front of your space. Exhale, lower back down. 1 more time. Inhale, press up, big stretch. This time, exhale, chaturanga. You can always skip this flow and press straight to downward dog. Take what you need. We'll meet up in downward facing dog. A few breaths there. Reset. Reconnect. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Squeeze the knees together, scoop the tail forward. Lift the heart, reach through the fingers, and then keep that energy forward and up as you send those hips down and back. Take a breath in. Exhale, prayer twist left. Right arm hooks outside left leg. Use that leverage to twist. Top hand presses into bottom hand. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, widen across the chest. Keep that happening, gaze to the floor. We'll shift to that left foot. Start to float your right heel to your tush. And when you're ready, big step back into a lunge. Again, you can always lower that back knee to the floor. I want you to rework your twist. Any arms you'd like. You have 3 breaths to get there. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor, crawl to the right, wide-legged straddle. Toes turn in again, heels turn out. This time, soft knees, reach behind your lower back, interlace your fingers. Squeeze the heels of the hands together. Roll the shoulders open. If it's challenging to keep the hands sealed, soften the elbows and lift the elbows to the sky. If you're able to straighten the arms, then drive the knuckles to the sky. Inhale into the collarbones. Fold deeper as you exhale. Stay in that deep fold. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath in. As you exhale, let your arms release. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Left knee bends. Take a moment there to draw the belly away from that thigh. Add your airplane arms. Arms sweep alongside your body. Palms face down. Collarbones are wide. Re-engage. Lift the belly. And when you're ready, shift to that left leg. Warrior 3 with airplane arms. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Can you press down into that bottom foot? Lengthen out the top of the head. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in. Stay in it. As you exhale, inhale, high lunge. Right toes find the floor. Arms sweep up. Take a breath in. Exhale, open out, warrior 2. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, half bound reverse. Right arm wraps behind you if it's available. Bend deeper through that left knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, half bound modified Parsvakonasana. Left forearm to left thigh. Press that thigh open. Roll that top shoulder back. This might be you. Maybe left hand sneaks to the floor inside that left foot. Maybe you go for a full bind. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Press down and out through the feet to lengthen the spine as you breathe in. Use your exhale to roll your top shoulder back. 1 more breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reverse triangle. Release the bind. Reach up and back. Inhale, more length through that left side. Exhale, triangle. Maintain that length as you reach up and out over your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Draw the belly and front ribs in. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in and out. Inhale, reverse triangle. Rise back up, reach up and back. This time, exhale, left toes turn in. Fold over your right leg. We're crawling to the top of our mat. Low lunge, facing front. Inhale, low lunge twist, left arm to the sky. Big transition, exhale, wild thing. Right leg stays long. Bring the ball of your left foot behind that right leg. Press the hips to the sky, reach your left arm to the front of your space. Take a breath in. Exhale, just lower your tush to the floor. You're facing the back of your mat. Right leg is long, left knee is bent, left elbow is towards your belly button. Coming back up into that shape twice more. Inhale, wild thing. Hips press high, left arm reaches to the front of your space. Exhale, have a seat. 1 more, inhale, wild thing. And this time, exhale, chaturanga. Find your flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands. Coming down into a prayer squat. Elbows inside the knees, press them open wide, hands come to the heart. Soften the ankles, the knees, the hips, the eyes, the breath. Right fingers reach down and out to the right. Left arm reaches up on a high diagonal. Maybe this is you. Maybe you half bind that left arm. Maybe you go for a full bind. 3 breaths. Inhale, get longer from tail to head. Use your exhale to roll that top shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in. As you exhale, release right into the left side. Left arm reaches down and out in front of that left leg. Right arm reaches up on a high diagonal. Maybe this is it. Maybe right arm half binds. Maybe left arm wraps around for that full bind. Again, inhale, lengthen from tail to head. Good. Use that exhale to open and twist. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in. As you exhale, release hands to the floor. Straighten the legs, drop the head. Take some gentle sways side to side. Use those sways. Walk your feet hip width apart. Soften the knees and roll up slowly. Once you arrive, a moment to reset. Roll the shoulders back, hands to heart center, feet together. Checking in, enjoying the journey. Bring your arms to a T. We'll work into reverse prayer here. Spin the shoulders in to create a little space. And then a couple options. Option A, reverse prayer. If that's too much, opposite elbows. If that's too much, fist to fist. Organize those arms, and once you do, roll those shoulders back into place. We'll keep our right foot forward and step that left foot back. Legs are long, hips are square, heels are grounded. Find that in your body. Anchor through that back heel. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Keep that back heel grounded. Exhale, reach your heart forward, up, out, over that front leg. Belly to thigh. Keep the shoulder blades squeezing together. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Fold deeper as you exhale. Press into your feet. Inhale, rise all the way back up to stand. Release the arms. We're going to shift onto that right foot, one-legged mountain. Inhale, left knee lifts, arms sweep overhead. Exhale into Garudasana. Bend your right knee. Double wrap, left leg over, left arm under. Squeeze the legs together, sit low. Squeeze the arms together, pick the elbows up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Spread between the shoulder blades as you move the forearms away from the face. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Sit a little lower as you exhale. Unwrap, unwind, feet together. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Bring your arms to a T. Roll those shoulders in. Create a little space behind you and whatever you need today. Reverse prayer, opposite elbow, fist to fist. And then roll those shoulders back into place. This time, left foot steps forward, right foot steps back. Legs are straight, heels grounded, hips square. Anchor through that back heel. Inhale, lift the heart. Keep anchoring through that back heel as you exhale and reach your heart forward. Folding over that left thigh. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Fold deeper as you exhale. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way back up to stand. Release the arms. We'll start to shift forward onto that left leg. One-legged mountain. Inhale, right knee lifts, arms overhead. Exhale, Garudasana. Bend the bottom knee. Work to double wrap right leg over, right arm under. Squeeze the legs and sit low. Squeeze the arms and pick them up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Sit a little lower as you exhale. Unwrap, unwind, feet together. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment. Close your eyes. I encourage you on this next adventure to try and keep the eyes closed. We're just going to move through a simple flow, working our way towards the floor. But notice any urges to open the eyes. Can you keep the eyes closed and see what comes up? With the eyes closed, inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Use your full exhale to fold forward. Inhale, find a half lift, eyes closed, yogi's choice. You can exhale to chaturanga through a flow or step straight to downward dog. We'll all meet in down dog. Eyes can stay closed once you're there, or they can flutter open. Inhale your right leg to the sky, look forward. Exhale, pigeon on the right. Slide your right knee behind your right wrist. Walk your left knee and left toes as far back as you can. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And on an exhale, fold forward. Relax the head and shoulders. This is a great place to close the eyes as you bring your awareness back to your breath. Softening, practicing surrender. Here for a few more breaths. Can you soften a little more? Start to walk your hands back in. And keep that right leg pretty much where it is. Swing your left leg around. Do take a moment to move that right shin forward slightly so it's parallel with the top of your mat. And then we'll stack left leg on top for double pigeon. If this is too much, you can bring that left leg in front and sit cross-legged. Flex the feet wherever you are. Sit up tall as you breathe in, and that might be it. Or maybe as you exhale, you start to fold forward. Another great place to close the eyes. Energetically, can you reach your sit bones back as your heart reaches forward? But then add a layer of softness to that. Start to walk your hands back in. Bring your feet flat to the floor, fingers point towards your tush. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, reverse tabletop, lift the hips. Chin can stay tucked, or if it's comfortable, drop the head. Push more into the hands to open the chest. Press more into the feet to lift the hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Make your way back into downward dog any way you'd like. You could roll over and move through a vinyasa. You could swing the legs around and step to down dog. We'll all meet up in downward dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Look forward. Exhale, pigeon on the left. Slide that left knee behind left wrist. Walk your right knee and right toes back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Find your breath. Use your breath. Send your breath to those places that might be a little hesitant to let go. Give yourself permission to surrender, to let go of some of the effort, and just allow this shape to happen. Start to walk your hands back in. We're going to swing that right leg around. Take a moment and move that left shin forward slightly. Stack right shin on top of left or in front of left. Flex the feet, sit up tall. And on an exhale, maybe fold forward. Can you find again energetically the sit bones reaching back as the heart reaches forward? But then add that softness. Try not to force or jam anything. Breathe your way into it. Start to make your way back up to sit. This time extend your legs out long. Flex the feet. Sit up tall. Take a breath in. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale and fold. Walk the sit bones back. Reach the heart forward. Re-soften. Re-fold. And slowly pull the belly in and roll yourself all the way onto your back. Once you arrive down there, squeeze the knees in, take some easy rocks side to side, all the way up into the neck and the head. And take the knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale your knees through center. Exhale, knees to the right, look to the left. Inhale back through center. Hug the knees into the chest. Hug the head into the knees. Big squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And set up for final rest. Shavasana. Legs long, palms to the ceiling. Get all the little fidgets out. And then drop in. We have arrived at our final destination, but again, this would not be so sweet if we didn't have that journey before it. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and wrists, your toes and ankles. You might roll your head side to side. If you'd like to take a big stretch, arms overhead, go for it. Reaching from toes to fingertips. And when you're ready, draw your knees to your chest. Roll to your right. And as you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Find a tall spine. Close the eyes. And bring your hands to your heart. Sometimes the greatest adventure is simply a conversation with your own soul. Danielle Doby. The divine light in me bows to the divine light in you. Namaste.